Hello everyone, welcome back to Tartan Samurai Gaming, and as you can see today we are playing Dragon the Bruce Lee Story, the 1994 game based on the 1993 movie which was based on a dramatisation of Bruce Lee's life story. A bit more involved than the average fighting game this one. You have to think very carefully in terms of attack and defence. So, let's first of all set our options. We'll put the speed to normal because I don't want to go too crazy. Difficulty on normal. And one player story game, let's do it. So basically we play through a series of fights that kind of take you through the adult life of Bruce Lee. So we start in 1961 in Hong Kong, and the reason why Bruce had to leave Hong Kong because he got into a fight with a few sailors, according to the movie. I don't know what actually happened, but anyway. Yeah, I had a good chance to knock that guy down there and I didn't take it. Okay, now he's down. We can go for Bruce's signature move, the stomp. Lovely. So we are making good progress here. He's got me in a chain lock though. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Thankfully this first opponent doesn't actually do that much damage, so. It can still hurt you though if you're not careful. We're on shaky ground here. Need to get this done. And he's down. Bruce has emerged triumphant, but he's going to have to move to the States to get away from trouble now. So we have 3 continues, and those mirrors indicate our 3 continues. So now on to San Francisco. So Bruce has just moved to the US and he's working in a kitchen, but he's got a little bit too friendly with the waitress and the chefs have objected to that. So now he has to have a fight with them again. As you can see there, the top bar is our energy meter, and below that is our chi meter, which increases as we land damage on the opponent. And once we reach a certain level with that, we can trigger different special modes of fighting, where we can go either like into super sort of like really fast high speed fighting, or if we get the thing charged up fully, we can go with nunchucks, which basically puts the game on easy mode. So we want to save that for later when we get a really hard fight, because the first couple of fights aren't that difficult really, as long as you know what you're doing. Now here you notice a second fighter has entered the fray, so what we do is we start doing this handspring move, because when you've got 2 opponents, guaranteed it will always hit at least one of them. And eventually they'll also get confused and start hitting each other, which leaves them open for the stomp, like so. This game's actually easier when you're fighting 2 opponents as opposed to 1, because that strategy always works. 9 times out of 10 it works anyway, unless the computer is having a particularly unreasonable day. So that's 1 down, 1 to go. So you notice there that he doesn't even follow up with a secondary attack there. Later fights you will get absolutely brutalized if you get dizzy like that. Still putting up some stubborn resistance, this guy. And a stomp to finish in style. There we go. Bruce wins again. I think now we're going to have a little bonus level. So the bonus level is practicing on the Kung Fu dummy, where you have to hit the 3 different level targets. Yes. So that's Bruce Lee's father telling him that he must practice. So we managed to get our chi up a little bit there, not bad. Now this next fight, again, Bruce is training in the gym, but some guys are giving him some attitude, so he decides to make it personal. And this character didn't actually appear in the film, but I assume he is a homage to Jim Kelly, who was in Enter the Dragon, because the guy looks like his absolute double, and he's even wearing a similar sort of karate gi. So again, try and dizzy your guy with combo attacks, and then hit him with the stomp when he's down. This guy has some pretty good counter attacks though, so be careful. There we go. Okay. Oh. You watch out when he starts doing that rotating around you, that means he's going for his throw move, which can be very powerful. Okay, next hit's the winner, and we got it. Ran us close there, that was a good fight. But now we really got onto the business end of it, because now we're going to fight Johnny Sun, who is one of the more difficult fights in the game. Very aggressive, you need to do a lot of countering in this fight to get through it. So in the movie, this was the guy that put Bruce Lee in a wheelchair, but in real life Bruce got injured in training, but still, it was good for the film, it worked in the movie. So you notice I'm playing very defensively here. I'm letting him come to me, and when he tries to hit me, I'm countering. But he does have that grab, which is pretty powerful. And he has an annoying habit of using it repeatedly. Oh dear. Lost our first continue there. That was unfortunate. We can turn this round though, not to worry. When he comes in for that choke, counter with a throw, away and low punch. when you throw, it's crucial that you follow up with a good stomp. It's to maximise your damage potential. That downward chop is powerful but hard to land, so just be aware of that when you try it. It's also very easy to counter. Ooh, this is going to be close. And a stomp here. It's not quite enough to finish him, but it's close. One more good hit should do it. Yes, he's down. And we move on. But Johnny will be back later on in the game, and he'll be even tougher still. And our reward for that is another bonus stage. Chance to build up some chi. Okay. So now we're on the set of one of Bruce's movies. I think it's Fists of Fury, and we're being challenged by an extra to a fight. We got the first hit there, that was good, but this is about to get more difficult because we're about to be joined by a second competitor. Oh dear, that was a nasty combo I got hit with there. So basically you handspring around and let them try and hit each other as they try to hit you by, because the handspring keeps you moving constantly, which makes it difficult for them to focus on hitting you. And when they take swings at you, they might actually hit their companion. Danger is you can end up getting caught between the two of them like that, so you got to watch out for that. Oh dear, I've landed between the two of them here. Jump back, okay, and regroup. Oh dear, I'm not getting a chance to regroup here. She's set up for a stomp. Okay. Okay, that's one of them down. Unfortunately, I'm almost down as well. But we got through it. Somehow. And Bruce moves on to the next battle. So, who's next? Oh, it's random karate guy. Okay. Who is basically a reskin of the guy we fought earlier. So, although we are basically fighting the same guy here again, and he's supposed to be more difficult, the fight can sometimes actually be a bit easier because he's more aggressive, which means he's also more open to being countered. He is more likely to win the 50-50s though, so be careful with that. Oh, that's gonna hurt. So make sure you counter when you can. Oh dear, didn't quite get my stomp lined up in time there. Counters are key here, because he is much more aggressive this time around than he was the first time you fought him. Okay, I was extraordinarily lucky there, because you don't usually get the chance to land 2 throws back to back in this game, but there you go. Stomp. Right, we're looking good here as long as we don't get crazy. Just keep to the fundamentals. Short, sharp attacks and counters. Don't let yourself get cornered. And this should be it. There we go. Stomp, and he's down. And now moving on to our next opponent. First, another bonus level. The thing is, my chi is already at maximum, so there's not a lot I can do here except just get points. So we're back at Long Beach. And so now Johnny Sun is back for round 2. Okay, time to unleash the nunchucks on this guy, because we don't have time for much else. Time is of the essence here, so we got it. This is not necessarily any more difficult than the first fight with Johnny Sun, apart from the time limit. That's the only thing that makes this more difficult. And we got him! We got him thanks to the nunchucks. That's why it's good to save those up and not waste them on an earlier fight. So with Johnny out the way, we can move on to our next challenge. $1970, we're in Thailand. And Johnny's brother has come to settle the score. This isn't going to end well for him. So it's actually a two-stage fight, this one. So the first stage, we're just kind of basically sizing each other up here. And you want to try and get through this with as little damage as possible, ideally. Now all those ice blocks that you see floating around, those are a prelude to what is to come. Because now, he's doing a runner and he's going to start throwing ice blocks at us. So I think you see how this is going. We're edging forward ever so slowly. Right, and now the fight continues. It's actually a pretty simple fight once you get past the ice blocks. Interesting gimmick though, to kind of break up the flow of the game a little bit. Keep you guessing. And he's down. Bruce triumphs once again. Now we get to reenact the final fight of Enter the Dragon against Shikien's Mr. Han. Of course, in reality, the two men had a lot of respect for each other, but you know, this is a video game. You've got to have some reason for drama. Nice touch with all the different gloves in the foreground there that were used by Mr. Han in the movie. This is quite an easy fight actually, but it's a prelude to a much more difficult fight that's coming up shortly. What was that I said about this being an easy fight? That was a close one in the end. But now we move on to the last boss of the game. The ultimate challenge. Bruce's inner demon, the Phantom. So what we're going to do, we're in fighter mode now. basically, every time he teleports, we're going to try and tag him with that quick kick. We can actually tag him with the roundhouse if we do it quickly enough. Okay. So again, bait him into teleporting and then quick kick. Occasionally you might sneak in a roundhouse, but don't push it. Wearing him down here slowly but surely. Okay. Yes! Got it! That is one very hard move to pull off, but you know what? We got there. The demon is down, and Bruce is triumphant. So, the curse is broken, but unfortunately in real life Bruce died a few weeks later, so I guess maybe not so fortunate after all. One of the most difficult boss battles ever. And you get a congratulations for beating it. Oh, you've got to laugh. It's a good game though, just that last boss is infuriatingly difficult. But yeah, worth checking out. This is quite a nice Mega Drive approximation of the final shot from the film as well. Yeah. So that was Dragon the Bruce Lee story. Hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it up until that last boss. Please, like, share, subscribe, all the usual nonsense, and come back soon. Tartan Samurai Gaming, retro gaming content uploaded every single day. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.